Life is like the night sky, an endless sea of black splattered with stars. Some nights there are no stars, and some nights there are stars on top of stars. Sarah Williams wrote, "I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Like the night, life is filled with darkness. Humans suffer daily, but the stars keep us going. The bright moments make the dark ones not as bad. But some people rarely see the stars. Some people only experience darkness. Marion Stone lived a life of darkness." Marion Stone was born as a conjoined twin in Ethiopia. His mother, an Indian nun, died during childbirth. His father, an English doctor, abandoned him and his twin brother Shiva at birth. Marion and Shiva were adopted into the missing family. Their parents both doctors, they would grow up to do the same. Born into a war between Ethiopia and Eritrea, they lived a life full of death in the hospitals and on the streets. Marion falls in love with his neighbor Gannett. Marion wants to lose his virginity to Gannett, but he wanted to wait until after they were married. Gannett did not want to wait, so she slept with Shiva. The betrayal ruined Marion and Shiva's relationship, but Marion still loved Gannett. Marion was accused of helping the Eritrean Liberation Force and had to flee. He finished his studies in America and became a doctor, where he meets his father. Gannett comes to him and begs for forgiveness, and Marion finally loses his virginity, but Gannett gives him hepatitis B. Marion becomes very ill and slips into a coma. Shiva volunteers to give part of his liver to his brother. Marion is saved by the transplant, but his brother dies from the procedure. Marion lives the rest of his life knowing that Shiva died so he could live. In Clockwork Princess, Mangungus Bane said, "You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it." Marion endured the most unbearable things. He bared them and kept going because that was the only choice he had. Marion suffered his whole life, and most of his sufferings he could not control. We can choose to subside to our sufferings and become numb inside, or we can choose to find the light. Destiny is defined as the hidden power believed to control what will happen in the future. We like to believe that destiny will make sure we get where we need to be in life. We like to believe that destiny will lead us to a happy ending, but we control our destiny. On page 445, Gosh said, "The world turns on our every action and every omission, whether we know it or not. Many things in life are uncontrollable, but our choices are what shape our destiny. We choose how to react to our sufferings, and our choices are what make us who we are. We choose our destiny. We choose to suffer, we choose to bear it or not. We choose to find the stars, or we choose to live in the darkness." Marion Stone was born into a hard life. He could not control his mother's death or his father's abandonment. He could not control many things in his life, but he could control how to respond to these things. Marion was born an orphan. His adopted father died, the love of his life betrayed him, his brother died for him, a blame he could never escape. Marion was a good man. He worked hard for a good life, but he seemed to be destined for a bad life. But we control our destiny. It is our choice how we react to our struggles. It is our choice to be positive. Marion chose to never let the dark overpower the light. In the beginning of the book, Marion Stone says, "Life too is like that. You live it forward, but understand it backwards. It is only when you stop and look to the rear that you see the corpse cut under your wheel." At that time, the corpse could have referred to anything, but at the end of the book, the metaphor was clear that it was his brother. Cutting for Stone is read forward and understood backwards. The entire book foreshadows the end, because every choice we make, every action we perform, shapes our destiny, because only we are in control of our lives, and how we live it is up to us.